Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today is another exciting video because this is another collab. I was invited to join this collab by Barrett, so Barrett, thank you so much for the invitation. I'm really excited for this one. So today we are doing a get to know the person behind the YouTube channel. There are a lot of questions that several of us get in the comment section, and they're just really frequently asked questions about our personal life, about our goal weights and things like that. So Barrett put together a collab for us to do so that you guys can get to know the answers to some of those common questions. So I know you guys who are already subscribed to me do have a lot of questions in the comments, and I try to respond as quickly and as much as I can. I love communicating with you guys in the comments. It is awesome. You guys are the best, most supportive group of people I think I've ever met on the internet. Does that count as meeting you? Anyway, so if you are new here and you come from one of their channels, thank you so much for deciding to visit mine. I hope that you like what you see and decide to stick around and hit that red subscribe button down below. So without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into our commonly asked questions. Barrett's channel and all the others who are participating in this collab will be linked in the description box, so be sure to go and check them out, give them some love, let them know if you came from my channel, and hopefully you can find some more motivation in their channels. So let's go ahead and get into the questions. So the first question is really a lot of our stats. How old are you? How tall are you? And what is your start and goal weight? So I am 21 years old. I'm 5'6", and my starting weight was around 273 to 275. My goal weight currently is just to be in Wonderland. I'm not really sure if I will change it when I get there because I do like to be curvy for my own reasons and my own whys. I just wanted to get to a healthier weight, so that is what I'm working on. The second question is a little more emotional, and that is, what part of your body are you the most self-conscious about? And I would say that I have a few parts of my body that I'm specifically aware of and I specifically worry about. Even though I try to always stay positive and upbeat about my journey, motivated and inspired, there are days that I get down and I get more self-conscious than other days. I do have anxiety. I have a history with body dysmorphia and eating disorders, so that state of mind is sometimes still a struggle for me. So that being said, I would say that my areas I worry the most about are definitely like my lower stomach, my upper arms, and sometimes my thighs. It's like sometimes I like having big thighs and sometimes I really hate it and I'm self-conscious about it. I guess it just depends on the day. I mean, let's be honest, in my mind I could wake up any day and not like a whole new different part of my body that I used to love, but in general I would say usually my lower stomach and my upper arm. The next question is, when you were at your 25 pounds down, what do you think changed in your appearance first? You just have to keep in mind that everybody's body is different. Me personally, when I started losing, I feel like it first showed in my face, and I'll try to insert some pictures, but definitely in, you know, this area it started to show, and also in my waistband, like my natural waistband at my hips. I don't think people could notice it there, but that is where I quickly started losing sizes in my jeans. I went from a 16 to a 12 within like the first few months, so I think inches came off there, but just glancing at me, I think the first thing that everyone started to notice was really in the face. The fourth question is basically not being able to drink the right amount of water and wanting some tips for how to drink more water. So my biggest thing, and I don't know how this makes sense, I don't know if there's some kind of science behind it, but if you drink water with a straw, it's so much easier to get all your water in. It's so weird. If I'm drinking out of water bottles, at the most I probably drink 3 bottles of water a day, and that would be the 16.9 fluid ounces. This is what I always drink. But if I'm drinking out of something that has a cap, like a Smart Water bottle, how they have the little like cap on the top, or if I'm drinking out of a tumbler with a straw or something, I can drink like 5 of these in a regular 8-hour work shift. And also, if I add lemon, it's like times 1,000 because I love lemon in my water. To start out, you know, you could try carbonated water, flavored water. You can add flavoring to it. There's a lot you can do. I love fruit infused water. I like putting cucumber in it, lemon, blackberries, blueberries. But I love water, so I don't struggle with that a whole lot. There will be times when I just crave water and I will just down a whole bottle of water. I just love water. I would say if you do have trouble getting your water in, try a straw. I know it sounds so weird. I hope I'm not the only one in the collab that says that. Number 5 is, do you do YouTube full time? And if not, what do you do? So I do not get to do YouTube full time. I so wish that I could afford to do that and I could afford to quit my job or go part-time so that I have more time to work on stuff to put out to you guys, but I just can't. I'm not in that situation right now. I actually work at a call center. If any of you guys have worked in a call center and you feel me, just leave it in the comments below because I'm curious. I would love to know some of these answers about you guys as well. For sure, comment down below. I love talking with you guys there. But anyways, I do work in a call center. It is a real blast. It is a lot of fun. I started out just taking phone calls and then I quickly got promoted to a trainer position, so I started teaching the new hires how to do their job, and I really liked that, but you know, it had its quirks, and so I did recently make a lateral move to a quality position. So basically I'm just grading the other people who take calls in the call center and making sure they're doing things right. So that's what I do. It's not my favorite thing in the world. You know, every job has its good and bad things. If I did ever have the chance, it would be amazing to just take YouTube, you know, full speed ahead and be able to really do something like that I am really invested in. Number 6 is an easy one. It's, what state do you live in? And I live in Kentucky. Does it upset you when people hit the thumbs down or leave a bad comment? It would upset me. When it comes down to it, if somebody, you know, all of my videos I think have at least 1 thumbs down. I don't know why, and that's okay. Everyone, you know, you can feel how you feel about my videos. It does suck to know that someone wasn't inspired by it, or it was the opposite of motivating, or they didn't like something I said. So that kind of sucks a little bit. But the way I see it, we still have, you know, our little community here on YouTube that we're building, and most of you guys are so positive and so supportive, and I appreciate that so much because you honestly have no idea how much it can lift me up to communicate with you guys. Back before I started this YouTube channel, when I was like a little, you know, inkling of a person, when I was a child, I think even before I was a teenager, I had another YouTube channel where I posted my singing. I do love to sing, and I would put like song covers on there and things like that, and I would always get some thumbs down or some negative comments. And back then I was much more fragile and it did really affect me. With the negative comments, it is worse, you know, than getting a thumbs down, because someone felt the need to go out of their way to tell you something they didn't like or to ask you a rude question. You know, it's just a more direct way of doing it. So it sucks that someone wouldn't like my content so much that they would directly want to tell me, you know, something negative. So when I do see a thumbs down, I just let it roll off my shoulder. You know, it's there. There's nothing I can do about it. Not everybody, for sure, not everybody is going to like me and appreciate my delivery and my, you know, video content and things like that. So there's not really anything I can do about it. Number 8 is, how do you pick yourself back up or give yourself a pep talk after you have had a bad day? I have had some bad days or some days when I don't track anything and I feel bad about myself, or I go to the gym and I feel like, you know, I just don't belong here. What am I doing here? And those days are gonna come. It doesn't matter how positive you are. Sometimes you're just gonna have a bad day, but you are responsible for how you react to situations. So I try to remember that. So to pep myself up, I do a lot of Pinteresting. I love Pinterest. So I will look at motivational quotes, and I love listening to Rachel Hollis. So I will find her videos here on YouTube, or I will read her book because I still haven't finished Girl Wash Your Face. But I will just look for something inspiring around me if I can't find it in myself to, you know, turn the situation into a positive thing, or just refocus on something to get myself motivated again. One thing that I did recently, I had a really bad period of a few weeks of not tracking at all and not eating healthy at all. I was eating out all the time. It was just like, well, I'm already off track, so I guess I'll just stay here for a little while. So I made a pound countdown. If you watched my meal prep video from this past Monday, then you saw that I bought a big foam board. And if you do want to check out that video, I'll go ahead and link it up here. I made a pound countdown, and I used to do this in middle school and high school when I was struggling with an eating disorder. So I had to turn it into something more positive. So it's kind of like making a game board for your weight loss. So I have like where I'm at right now, and then each pound is like a different, like if you were playing, I don't know, Candyland or something, it would have, you know, the colors. So it's like each pound is another step that I can take. And I have a little thumbtack and a piece of paper that says you are here, and I can just physically pick it up and move it. Used to, I would just X out every pound, but I like being able to pick up the thumbtack because if I do go back, there's not already an X there. In my mind, it makes sense because I'm able to backtrack without seeing a big X there as if I've already been there. I don't know. It seems more positive that way. So the pound countdown is something that has been helping to motivate me and get me back on track. So you just have to try to find it within yourself or in your surroundings or even online, something that will motivate you and inspire you to get back up and do it again. Question number 9 is, do you exercise regularly? Most of the time on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go to a cardio dance class. If you've been watching me for a while or you follow me on Connect, then you know I'm obsessed with this class. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. I love dancing anyways, and I also love a lot of the people that go to the class as well. So I have made some great friends through going to class, and that's just been something on top. It's like the cherry on top. I do that because I really enjoy it, and I know that I need the exercise, but I like for it to not feel like exercise. Sometimes on Wednesdays I will go and play volleyball with a local group. I did play volleyball in high school and I absolutely loved it, and I still love it. If it's not a workout day, I will try to get outside somehow, especially if the weather's nice, and I might take Cooper for a walk, or I might just get out and walk with my husband or something like that. So I do try to, you know, move my body at least a few times a week. And question number 10 is, do you ever eat things and not track them or pretend that you didn't eat them? Maybe. I have done this more often than I should have. I've started a bad habit of, on my workout days or my gym days, I'm like, oh, you know, I can eat a Reese cup and just not track it, or I can eat a few cookies and not track it. Obviously my weakness is sweets. And then also I do this thing when I get home from work where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be doing some cardio, so I need to eat protein, and I will just snack on peanut butter or whatever is in my house, really. I do think sometimes it's okay not to track foods. Like, if you guys know me, you know that I'm a little bit of a Weight Watcher rebel. I do not track seasonings, I don't track my cooking spray, and a lot of times I don't track a lot of sauces unless I have like a lot of it. But there are little things like that that I won't track, and I do not ever track or scan 0 point foods. I know some people do that, and whatever works for you is what you should keep doing. But for me, I don't track those things. Even if you don't have points for it, we should still be tracking it. and that's what I need to get better at. But just so you know, not everyone here on YouTube is, you know, perfect at tracking or perfect at meal prepping. And me personally, I really try to eat right, especially if I'm filming for you guys. I really try to have everything tracked that I think should be in a meal prep, and I try to make it perfect for you. But we're really not perfect. We're on a journey just like you guys watching are, and we have to just try our best. The only difference is that we're sharing our journey publicly. There is a bonus question that I did want to go ahead and answer for you guys, and it was, are there any channels that you watch that are outside of your niche? I feel like I don't have a ton of time doing YouTube to actually watch a lot of YouTube. Recently, I've been really into watching astrology videos, and I know some of you might judge me for this, and I don't really know if I believe in it, but to me it's interesting, you know, and some of my stuff has been really accurate. So basically you have like a birth chart that is all about who you are as a person, and I'm not gonna go into it because my channel isn't about astrology, but for anyone who does know about astrology, I am a Virgo sun, Capricorn moon, and Gemini rising. And when I found out my birth chart, it made so much sense. Also, there is a channel that's a lifestyle channel, and she definitely doesn't know I exist. Like, she's responded to my story replies on her Instagram a few times, and I feel like I'm talking to a celebrity. Her name is Amy Lynn Sattler, and she posts lifestyle videos. She does a lot of hauls and cleaning videos and cook with me's. I have been watching her for, I feel like, forever. But I just love her personality, and I love the content that she does post, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start, you know, putting lifestyle content on my channel. But I've recently discovered that she is actually also on Weight Watchers right now, so I think that's so cool. I really hope you guys liked learning a little bit about me, you know, kind of behind the scenes and behind the camera, and I'm excited to watch the videos of the other YouTubers and learn a little bit about them. Definitely let me know some of your answers to these questions in the comments, and if you have more questions for me, I do want to do a Q&A video soon, so feel free to send me a DM on Instagram or put it in the comments here. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you in my next video.